Hi, my name is Melissa Giles, and this video is about having faith. Faith is the hardest discipline that you can ever master. I believe I made a video about faith is the master of life, master faith, master life. And it's a vigorous journey in itself within you. And it's also a thriving state of being, if you will. Definitely a state of being. Faith. They say that faith, and this is going to be like completely off of what I wrote and may be completely different of what I'm going to attach this video to something that I wrote. Now having the realization that you can have a relationship with God, being called to your purpose, that we should probably, think about what we're doing, how we're acting, behaviors, actions. And, this goes for me too. I'm not obsolete from anything that I say. I can tell you that that everything that I learned is from here, and what I choose to do is from Him. And if I mess up, then I know that I am forgiven. Is that taking advantage of what? Is that taking advantage of His grace? It could be, but this is about faith. So, I feel like, like they say faith, or no, not they say, it says in the Bible, faith without works is dead, right? And it's about, like, faith without works is dead. Think about that, okay? So if you have a calling on your life and He's calling you to do something, then what is that calling? That's the number one thing I can go into 1 Corinthians and we can talk about gifts, right? This is about faith. That's a completely different video. However, I lost my train of thought. So faith is something that's given to you. Okay, so if you read in the Bible, it's Matthew, you have like this little mustard seed of faith, right? And you have this heart that is been broken so many times, right? And you're like, God, why? Why me? Why are you putting me through this? And then you have this little mustard seed of faith is like telling you something different. And if you go back in the videos, I talk about who you are, gratitude, who is your master. Those things play into faith, right? So He wants us to be this bigger tree. He made us to be a tree. And I know that sounds weird, but it's true. That big mustard seed of faith will go into your heart. And then your heart becomes one with Him, which is, for me, it's this right here. This is Him and me. We no longer become a slave to the things that we know that we shouldn't do. And, I'm a slave still. I'm going to be really raw about this, but I'm a slave still, knowing His love for me, and thinking about how I overcome the deserving of grace, of feeling that way, because I do deserve grace, and so do you, and so, having faith is like no worry. You know, when you have it, you have this like feeling of joy in your heart. I was like, you know what? I don't care what happens. You know, I may not understand it, and I may not get it completely. However, I don't care what happens, God. I give it to you. You know, I give it to you. I give you my life. I give you my behaviors. I give you my actions. I give you everything. God, what is the next step? And that's what it was for me. Okay, so I am obeying. I'm listening. I'm hearing, right? To the extent of changing behaviors and actions that were embedded in me for generation to generation, right? So that's a very, very little to addiction, and completely different from addiction to behaviors that are like a basketball, you know, trying to catch the net and doesn't catch the net, and it's going over, stuck, right? So, you know, with that being said, don't lick me. With that being said, you know, like, you just trust and believe that what you have in your heart, he already knows what's in your heart. He already knows what you're going to do in 5 seconds. He knows what you're going to be doing in 1 second, because he has that control. Well, I just stabbed myself. So what I'm saying is, faith is the hardest discipline that one can master. But when you master faith, you master life. And it's good. You know? I feel like I should be saying a lot more. And I probably should be saying a lot more. But right now, I don't feel like, I don't know what to say. I mean, right now, how can I say anything? So, and you who are watching know what I'm talking about. So how can I say anything? That part of having faith is dead is completely relevant. So with that being said, I love you guys with all my heart and with all my soul. And Father in heaven, please forgive me of all of my sins, as I know that you do, and it doesn't make it right, God. I just ask, please. In the name of Jesus.